The year is 3023. Socio-political tensions between the government of the moon cities and the asteroid people has reached a boiling point, and war seems inevitable. With the rising threat of the radical and militaristic Asteroid Reclamation Party, the moon cities turn to their most potent resource to prepare for the battles to come. Whiny, crying, hormone-charged teenagers in pilot seats of giant mechanical suits known as hard bodies. This is Must Be Dice. Hey everybody.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
That's an abrupt transition.
Yeah, you know, that's how I do. I've never done this before, so.
You're doing great.
I'm doing
great. Yeah.
Killing it.
So,
Hard
this
bodies.
is Must Be Dice with a little mecha twist. We're using a little system called New Type that Patrick found on the internet, and it's a whole thing. But I wanted to introduce our cool cast of teenage mecha pilots that will soon be hopping into the cockpits of their hard bodies.
Yeah.
Charlotte, tell us about Exxon Valdez.
My name is Exxon Valdez. I'm a valedictorian, straight A student who's ready to get her first experience in the field.
Is that cultural appropriation?
Yes.
The last name Valdez. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so. I thought it might be.
Yeah.
I see you have tennis star as a trait.
It's a maternal.
No. Keep
It's
going.
corporate
No.
appropriation, which is the worst thing you can ever do is steal the branding from a corporation.
It's hyphenated. Val.
We're all on the same page there.
Very cool.
I'm an honor student, a tennis star, and rigid.
Rigid. Is that your negative trait?
Yes.
Rigidity?
I am unwavering in the worst
Oh.
ways.
okay.
Uncompromising,
Okay.
but it sounds too cool to be uncompromising.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that on display. Patrick, tell us of your character.
Pumpus Porbus. I'm a bit of a bully. All right?
What?
Yeah, I'm a mean guy. I'm a bully. But hang on. Not all my traits are positive.
Okay, I see what you did there.
I'm also a coward. But those two, what did those two combined lead to? Being an expert in close combat, martial arts.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm very scared, I'm very mean, but I'm also a very skilled fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
You're just afraid
James,
to use it.
tell us of Sturm. It's a good name. You got a great name.
I'm tired of all these games. My name is Sturm D. Ruger. I'm a massive, cocky fighter.
Those are all positive, right?
Except for cocky. I'm 204 centimeters tall and 130 kilograms. And you're probably wondering, yes, my blood type is AB.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow, you went the
How do you
full,
know I was wondering that?
you went the full thing.
Wow.
This is what adds out.
I know.
He sounds scarier than Pumpus. Anyway, so
Pumpus is a coward.
let me tell you all where our adventure begins. It begins in a place integral to a proper mecha story, an ordinary high school classroom.
Yeah.
On the ocean moon of Titan,
Oh, God.
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Our heroes are at their desks, some attentive, others daydreaming of the day they finally get to pilot a hard body.
I've been piloting a hard body for, how old am I?
Are you referring
You're 17.
to masturbation?
Yes.
Anyway, your elderly professor, Mrs. Baker, addresses the classroom. She's hot. She is pretty hot.
Elderly. I like that that's what you got out of it. His description was elderly. And you went, ooh.
To conclude this discussion about the effects of hard body maneuvering on the average teenage body, would anyone like to share their assessment? Exxon.
Mrs. Baker, I noticed that no one asked
And I throw a ball of paper at your
a
head.
spitwad the
Yeah,
size of a
yeah.
snowball.
That's correct, Pumpus. Would anybody else like to contribute?
This is useless. What are we doing sitting in this classroom? We're wasted here.
School
we
is
should be out there.
School is important, Sturm.
I know everything I need to know about piloting hard bodies.
Sturm, are you the right age for this classroom?
What? Just look at me.
Sturm's one of those
I'm a-
kids who had a mustache
I'm a
in middle
s-
school.
I'm a 6'8", 17-year-old student. It should be obvious by the fact that I'm wearing my school uniform.
Gray hair.
I have streaks of white here.
Like Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Chest hair coming out of
Yeah.
your collar.
Well put, student. Speaking of hard bodies, give me a moment to retrieve the results of the pilot aptitude exam.
She's so
Be
hot.
right back.
This exam doesn't mean anything.
It means everything, and that's why I aced it.
A pilot's skill can't be determined on paper.
Another student, a greasy nerd named Simon Schmidt, scoffs.
I throat chop him.
I had a line, but I can't say it anymore.
Mrs. Baker comes back. Let's just
I
scratch that off
cower.
there real quick.
It seems only 3 of you managed to pass. Congratulations, Sturm, Pumpus, and Exlin. You did it.
I didn't even try.
I say, these 2 passed, and then I cower.
I've been trying every day for this for how long old am I?
I don't know, 15 to 17. How old are you?
For 16 to 18 years.
You have been chosen, all 3 of you have been chosen as our child soldier spearhead in the conflict to come. It's relief to live under such an ethical and progressive government. Wouldn't you agree, Pumpus?
Yes, and I bow to the portrait of whoever our leader is that's hanging above the classroom. I bow.
Obama.
Thank you. It's Obama?
It's Obama.
Mecha Obama?
Yeah, it's a 0 though.
Yeah.
It's Bo.
Yeah, it's 30th century
Mecha Bow.
Obama.
Yeah.
Suddenly, alarm starts blaring.
There we go. Let's hear your anime sounds.
Oh, okay.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And you hear from the intercom.
The city is under attack. The asteroid reclamation party has deployed 3 hard bodies from orbit. Arrival in the city is estimated to be 10 minutes. Seek shelter immediately.
Sturm knocks the desk. With one swipe of his arm, knocks the desk, soaring, it sinks into the wall so he can run over to the window and press his face against the glass and look out to see what the attack
Meanwhile,
looks like.
Simon Schmidt is cut in half by the desk that's pinned into the wall.
He's a comic relief. Is Simon Schmidt, is he just glasses? Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have
Yeah.
eyes,
No,
it's just glasses and spirals?
the same wig as, what's his name, Spencer Schmidt.
He's
Yeah.
just like
no nose
descendant.
either, just kind of
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
But there is like a bloody nose coming out, and he's just going.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mrs. Baker comes waddling over.
There's a transit tube in the locker room that will take you to your hard bodies. They've been printed as per your individual specifications from your exams. Good luck, kiddies. Yeah, yes, Exon.
But Mrs. Baker, what about today's quiz?
Oh, I mean, you could. I have a printout. You could take it with you if you want.
We'll
Fill it
take
out.
3.
All right.
I said, last one, there's a huge loser! And I say something else that you would say in middle school, but I can't say it in this.
You say under
I'm
breath.
trying-
You
So
say under
secondary
your.
school.
You could say it.
You say under your breath.
you
You're
say
like,
it?
I wish my dad was here.
Yeah.
As, what's your name, Pompous?
Pumpus.
Pumpus makes a break for the door. Sturm goes, and then uses super speed to try and get out the door in front of him.
Oh, cool. That must be your
And that
your
happens
cockiness
very
and-
slowly, and it lasts
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
longer than you think. It's like,
Yeah.
and then does Pumpus have an internal monologue?
I can't. My inner monologue sounds like.
Do we have an inner monologue that goes back and forth where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
we're talking to each other, but there's no way that's
Two
possible?
stills of you.
I
just
say,
slowly
yeah.
moving
I know
past
it's
each
just
other.
an arbitrary joke I made, but I really do feel that if I'm the last one there, I will be a loser.
Do any of you have glasses?
And then I like chop something.
I have glasses.
Okay.
Classic Pumpus. He's trying to chop me while I make my way to the door. He probably knows that if he doesn't reach those mechs first, he'll be a real loser because of it.
I push my glasses up and I go, why are they holding each other there?
Your glasses turn completely white.
embrace it?
White and
My
glowy.
glasses are white, and I'm like, why are they holding each other in their palms?
A single sweat drop
Yeah.
goes down your face. All right, so you're heading over to the transit tubes in
Yeah.
the locker room, yeah?
Yeah.
Running through there, everyone's
Yeah.
screaming. Students are running everywhere. None of them have passed their exams. Only 3. All right, so you enter the locker room, and these 3 tubes open up. You can probably fit one of you in each one.
Does he fit?
We both, yeah. This is a good comic relief moment where the 2 of them slide right into their tubes, but then I just squeeze, so it's like a cartoon, like just tube filled with man squished up.
Yeah, three like faceless,
Yeah.
nameless employees have to come and force
Yeah.
the door
Yeah.
closed.
They bring sticks and they jam you with it. All right, so those seal up, and then they get sucked into the ground.
I've
You're
never
just
seen
going.
anyone so big.
It's like Augustus Gloop.
Yeah. It's such
Shoots down.
So
like
you're
a
going down
rocket.
these tubes, And at some point, they just stop and you just fall right out of them. You're going down a slide now. It's like Wallace and Gromit when they put their clothes on.
Sure.
Oh, okay, right.
So like you're going down the slide and you slip right into your cool, your hard suit, your hard body suit.
Theirs have like armor plating and kind of like a musculature,
Yeah.
and mine is extremely tight fitting.
Ooh,
It's busty.
way too small.
It's very busty for like a high school student, and I just go or maybe I do the thing where it's like
You
my mouth-
immediately drop something and have to bend over.
I know, yeah.
When it slides on you, do you go like, and then like it has a single tear, like that, like a small round tear
Yeah.
comes
Well,
on.
little
then
bit of blushing.
I bend over and I notice them like with like the nosebleeds, and then I turn around and my eyes get really small and my mouth gets really big, and I go, "Why are you looking at me? I wish you would only stop looking at me."
I hate this. Yeah. Which one of you is gonna first to spray blood out of your nose? Anyway, so you're going down these slides. You see like through a big transparent window going in front of the slides. You go under the ocean, under the seas of Titan.
Okay.
Whoa.
And you see a big, huge hangar with 3 mechs in it, 3 hard bodies waiting for their pilots.
I'm scared of the water, so I piss myself.
But you think it's okay because you're underwater, so no one will
no one's
notice.
gonna notice.
Exon,
though
tell
you're
us
in a
what you
dress.
see. What mech draws your eye? It's just to your specifications from the exam.
I see an agile mobile suit. It's white, light blue, and orange, and blazing across the chest it says Starcrest Mark IV.
Sick.
It's extremely agile with hip thrusters that execute lateral movement at speeds unheard of.
That's cool. What's this mean? Core fission exchange.
Well, it's powered by a fission exchange.
Cool, that's pretty cool. They should have told Mrs. Baker that. Pumpus, what mech draws your eye?
It's a large, it's strong, but it's also quick. You know, it's and it is covered in. You can't even see what color it is because there's so much fur on it. It's
just looks
completely covered, draped in furs.
Is there any mechanical bits even visible?
No, barely.
like a gorilla.
It's just the head. It's just the head.
It looks like
little face
Optimus
poking
Primal.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's real fur. What animal? Because that's a lot of fur.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We don't
That's
know.
very interesting. Sturm, tell us of your mech.
So
your hard body.
Sturm looks and his eyes go wide and he sees rolling wheels, and then back to Sturm, and then he sees 2 large metal tongs shooting out, and then back to Sturm, and then he sees a guy in a hard hat driving it and realizes it's a forklift and he goes, "What? What is this?" And then but then it pulls out of the way and reveals a massive
How
mech.
big is this forklift?
It was just enough to block
It's very
his field
close
of view.
to you, yeah.
But it was a comedy relief
You're-
moment.
yeah,
So
I
one,
got you.
Yeah.
You're looking
I
through a
gotcha.
paper towel roll.
Yeah, and it's a giant mech, militaristic, huge base legs, 2 large arms that load out chainsaw blades, like
Ooh,
Chainsaw
nice.
Man, laser chainsaws, right?
Yeah, really good.
And then it also has like an exhaust valve that shoots off the back,
Wow.
which is where it stores its sonic emitters. And it's the color palette of the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And his eyes go wide, tears gathering. in
They're
the
still
bottom.
playing.
Oh yeah.
In
Um,
3023.
And Michael Jordan still owns them.
Yeah.
Sturm goes, "That must be it! Z-Beast Galasant!" Oh wait, no, Gladysant?
Gladysant.
What is it? That must be it! The Z-Beast Gladysant! That's my hard body!
Oh, I guess we kind of glossed over
I didn't
it.
see the
Pumpus,
na-
what's yours name?
I see before me Super Attack Unit A567 Re-Exploding Hearts Ver 2.0.
Wow.
Ver?
Yeah.
Ver.
Is it because it's supposed to be version, but in the translation,
Yeah, it's
no one
Ver.
caught
And
on?
it's VER period, and you never
yeah.
see it.
Patrick's
spelled out.
knowledge of anime naming mechanics comes exclusively from the 3DS generation of games.
Oh,
Oh,
perfect.
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So yeah, you
What?
get deposited from these slides across a greased floor. You slide right up to the bottom of each of your hard bodies.
Slick.
Super
Slick. I'm like, oh, it's so slick.
Uh-oh. Any nosebleeds happening? Just
And
checking.
then it
Yeah.
cuts back to the 2 of us as like very low detail drawings of us staring over, and then you notice and we go,
My jaw's like too far down. You know.
It's
You
huge.
pee again?
Yeah, I pee again.
he has snot hanging out of his nose, but it's just a long
Yeah,
tube
yeah,
with
yeah.
a ball at the bottom that's
Yeah,
just swinging
swinging
around.
All right, some ladders descend automatically from each cockpit located in the tummy. Do you ascend?
We have to.
clutch the ladder.
You just hold on to it.
Oh, man, then I climb it.
squat and then jump, just jump straight up, bypassing the ladder completely.
Incredible.
I scurry.
You
Every
scurry?
run, not a single run.
Yeah.
Run
You
miss.
just hear a little sound of a little tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
as you climb up.
Oh, you
It's
actually.
What is the camera angle for
It's
that
a
climb
wide
up the
shot.
ladder?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's low. It's under the. Yeah.
How old is your character again?
Yeah, she's 15.
She's getting smaller
No,
and smaller.
but wasn't it?
So-
There was something about like a 1,000-year-old
Sure, yeah,
AI
yeah,
was
yeah.
put into
Yeah.
the body of.
I mean,
God.
I was imbued with the knowledge of an ancient civilization.
Oh, there it is.
Is
Okay.
21 years old.
Oh,
18 years old.
Okay.
Good lord.
I don't know if that helps, but
I use my martial arts training to bypass my legs and just use my arms.
wow.
Pull yourself up like a fireman or something.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
This is when we
Still
first
pissing.
realized that Pumpus is wheelchair bound.
All right, so you're all in your cockpits. You know what to do. You start flipping switches, pulling levers, testing the pedals out, turning
reading-
on all those screens and readouts.
I'm reading the manual.
You're reading the manual.
It's paper,
of course.
yeah.
You know what? That's how Amaterasu Ray first learns to pilot his Gundam. He hops in the cockpit and reads the manual.
See? You guys haven't read up on your history.
I just grabbed two giant things that serve as simulators.
Oh, you stick your arms in them
Yeah,
and
like,
start
like Big O. I just
Yeah.
basically have like throttles here that I push to
They're
do
just
punching.
Hulk hands.
Yeah.
They're just
Incredible. All right, so you're in your mechs, everything's good to go. Suddenly, like some locks disengage, you hear some pistons and some like things just interlocking and coming apart and stuff. And suddenly, you are thrust upward through the ocean above you. Yeah. Do you scream? Ah! There we go. And then you get shot forth from the methane seas of Titan, and you see the moon city below you. And you see 3 enemy hard bodies already there, wreaking havoc. They've got 3 eyes. They're a shade of dark blue, big, massive shoulders with spikes on them, and an assortment of weapons.
Before looking at them, I look at the school underwater and I go, could it really be? That's where I spent my whole life. Is that all over now? Are those times gone? I wish. I can't believe we all took it for granted. That time, so long ago. And then it cuts to a basketball scene. And we're all playing basketball
yeah.
together.
But it's all still. It's all still.
Yeah, it's got the sparkles
And
on
it's
it.
very reverby.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
pass me the ball,
There's a
Pumpus.
white vignette around the whole thing.
And it will last the whole episode.
And that's it now. We actually don't
yeah,
fight, we
right.
just stay
Yeah.
here.
And then the
You gotta
next
wait
one
for
is,
next week.
is you giving that kid you murdered a swirly. The rest of them are just you torturing Simon. You're like, ha 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 ha, and you've pulled his underwear up so tight.
And then we're all like walking away. We're all holding like some snack you've never seen if you didn't grow up in Japan.
Yeah.
And again, it's a still.
Yeah.
And we're all like,
It's like the fish pastry.
One of us is
thing
doing
or
this.
whatever
Yeah.
with ice cream in it.
Despite any of our character relations and the way we feel about each other
yeah.
in the flashbacks, we are the thickest
So
thieves.
good
We're
friends.
so
Such
good
a-
of friends.
you
We
are-
can even go.
you're-
Can we go
and-
back further and it's us playing in a sand pit?
We've got blocks.
We're like baby
but
versions of
we're
ourselves.
clearly 5 and you're 30.
Yeah.
I'm
Look exactly
yeah,
the
yeah.
same
You're
thing.
kicking so much sand at me that it's like plastering my
But it's
skin.
playful. We're all laughing.
Yeah, cut to me getting uppercut by one of the mean robots.
And then it goes, next time on Must Be Dice. You have to wait till the next Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll do.
All
a
right, so
credit
the next
thing,
Saturday
yeah.
rolls around. So it starts, the OP rolls, and it's awesome.
Hold on. Recap.
Oh,
We
recap.
need to recap everything we've just seen.
Oh,
It's a
good
5-minute
point.
recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole episode
Yeah,
replays.
And the what is the
Da-da-da-da-da.
what's
do we-
the I just want to know what the OP sounds like.
Oh, you want me to sing it?
Yeah.
Right? That's how part of it goes.
Now, is this a faithful adaptation where they left in the original Japanese theme?
Oh,
or
yeah.
have they readapted it? And so is this like a Deke version, where an early 90s anime adaptation where they changed everything?
Oh, no. This is one where they like sing like 90% of it in Japanese, except the chorus. We're like,
Okay.
Hot bodies!
Yeah.
This is episode 2, so does the original theme have the subtitles in kanji on the bottom?
Yes, it's kanji, except for hard bodies, which
Yeah,
isn't
Okay,
English.
so,
Yeah.
so then next week would be the English,
Yes.
and then it would be katakana or whatever.
See, we figured it out.
Bodies.
Okay, so finally, a whole week later, you land right in front of your enemy. And these 3 dark hard bodies with their piercing red eyes. They all have 3 red eyes. They turn to look at you. And you hear over an open channel.
It's just a bunch of teenagers. I could take them, boss.
And then you hear a woman's voice like,
Oh, they will be easy prey.
Easy prey. Don't you realize we graduated at the top of our class?
We didn't graduate.
Don't you realize we were going to graduate at the top of our class?
It's October.
Don't you realize in only 1 year's time we may have graduated at the top of our class?
You're simple.
You've messed with the wrong students.
I engage my massive laser sword.
Oh, you're gonna attack?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, Pumpus. Strike the first blow.
I strike the first. I go, ah!
Where are we? Are we in like a wrecked city center? Or
Yes,
are we
you're
above-
like in just the middle of the city, just buildings that are like the same height as your
and
mechs
nobody is
stuff.
evacuated?
No, people are running, screaming all over
Okay,
around
got
your
it.
feet and stuff.
Great. Go ahead, sorry.
All right, Pumpus.
No, yeah.
What's
I
gonna
just wanted
happen?
to know what it looked like.
Which one are you gonna attack?
How many are there?
There's 3.
Do they have names?
Suit 1, Suit 2, Suit 3.
I'll attack suit 3.
Suit 2. It couldn't be the
Oh,
suit
you
2
picked
from
suit
Mars.
Suit 3. Uh-oh.
Right.
What happened?
No,
I
just keep
screwed
going,
up.
keep going.
I messed up. Rushing toward him like, yeah! And
Oh yeah, the ground like erupts under your feet as the weight of your mech shoves into it. And you scream, I guess?
how do I,
So you're attacking with your big sword. How many? So I didn't really explain before, but this is a syllable-based game. That's how combat works. So each of you chose attack and defense mods, and the amount of syllables in those things determines how many die you're gonna roll. We're rolling a bunch of d10s. So you have a what's it called?
massive laser sword.
Massive
It's 5
laser sword,
syllables.
5. So you're gonna roll 5 d10s to determine how much damage you're gonna do. And this is against suit 3? Oh god, we'll see if they can handle that.
Roll some goddamn die. All right.
Yeah, it's happening. We're playing a game now.
Is he supposed to roll 5?
Yeah.
How much did you get?
Jesus. I lost count. So that's 13, 21, 24.
24. Okay, you got 24
Yeah.
against suit 3's radar pulse, which is 20. So you did 4. They do the radar pulse, but your sword is so big it still slices deep into one of the shoulders. It doesn't quite pass through all the way. So you did 4 damage to it. Whew. So there's some damage in suit 3. Let me.
Remember, there's going to be a moment where things seem pretty bleak, and one of us has to have a moment where we go, I understand now. And it's like, and it's a theme that plays in a way that doesn't make sense, but is really uplifting.
Yeah,
So we have to make sure that we're not doing too well.
Yeah.
All right.
I choose to attack.
Before any of them can even react, you're attacking.
Yeah.
You said they were enemies!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they threatened us.
But they thought you were just a bunch of dumb kids, but you're being so aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
It's catching them by surprise.
Well, we're on the same
what's going on,
basketball
Sturm?
team.
Sturm notices
long
the
ago.
attack that Pumpus
Next time.
Pumpus did, and he goes, "Not to be outdone." And then he goes, "I'll attack now while they're distracted." And then pumps out the laser chainsaws come out. Now, for the sake of the game, they're laser chainsaws, 4D.
4D. Which one are you
But for the
attacking?
sake of continuity, they are referred to as the Faustian Lancers.
That's I want to play this game.
Sure.
But, that's a lot more
Yep.
syllables.
What bargain was struck? The Faust.
Everything comes at a cost.
Okay.
So
What are you attacking? Also,
Say
which
no
suit
more.
Are you attacking?
what?
Which one are you attacking?
I'll attack 2.
Okay, suit 2.
Suit 2.
Good choice.
And so basically I charge headlong, basically like a Superman, but with 2 swirling chainsaw blades.
Sick. Do you
over
like
each
armored
end.
core thrust forward?
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how many die you got with
That's
your laser
4D.
chainsaws? 4? Okay. Oh shit. This guy's got 4D health. 4 dice.
Prepare your defense!
Given the name of your chainsaws, is it too late to change your name to like Mephistopheles Carmichael or something? Thematically appropriate.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am gonna roll 1 for the defense. So you got 20. Ooh, I got 4. Damn. Okay. So you do 16 damage. So you charge forward. It tries to dodge out of the way. You completely slice off one of its arms.
I noticed that it tries to move, and I go, huh. And then I change the direction of how my hands were into a weird, wild shape.
Yeah.
How
this
is it
in the
he's changing
suit, right?
direction so quickly?
And so then I adjust it so that way I changed Faustian Lancers to Faustian Cross. And or no, crucifix. It's a very literal translation. Faustian crucifix. And then my hands change positions and lock into a shape that allows me to cut off.
And that's in your suit, right? You do that. and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
your
I
guy
actually
does
I
it.
have these things that
You're Presbyterian?
big time, big time.
It's not part of my suit, but I have a large cross.
It comes up later. There's an episode. Right after we get back from the beach. There's an episode where they find me praying.
And it's actually
In my dorm.
It's really sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, before anything else happens, Suit 1 takes notice of this crazy attack
I would
and
imagine.
decides to finally retaliate. And it's going to choose Exon's hard body as its target.
What the fuck? I haven't done anything. I'm just reading I don't have a crucifix. I have a little DNA statue because of the power of science
Oh.
and the importance of learning.
All right,
I
well, that's
believe
gonna
in
serve you
no
well.
God.
All right, so Suit 1 is like, oh, my companions! So it takes its beam rifle and aims it at, laser rifle, that's 4 syllables, and aims it at Exon Valdez's Starcrest Mark IV, and will fire.
I see this and hide behind.
You retreat.
That's more
you hide.
dangerous.
This is all happening simultaneously.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Am I
In the span of
able to employ a
milliseconds.
defensive?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So what do you got?
I engage interplasma.
What's that thing?
I
What is that?
engage interplasma shield. It's a bunch of switches.
I engage my shield.
You have to reach inside the top of
I
it.
reach up and I'm like, I engage
yeah.
interplasma shield. There's
Come
like a
hither,
lot-
shield.
There's a lot of a lot of them. I engage the interplasma shield.
Then you cut to the outside of the suit, and it's just like,
All right, roll some die. What do you got?
Don't you want to know how it works?
Well,
It
what's it
creates
called?
a fine film
No
of
one knows how it
plasma
works.
between the skeleton and the outer shell.
Do you have to plug in the
Phil.
shield
and
before you use it?
it concentrates in the area of impact.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
That's extremely
pretty
cool. I
cool.
love
It's
that.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love
thought
you how fleshed out all your guys' stuff is.
Speaking of flesh,
It's not that. Yeah.
why don't you use your defensive techniques?
Oh!
Oh, it's strong.
It's good. Yeah.
5D.
This is a
That's 0.
Zero?
Or no, 10. It's 10.
That's 10. Okay.
Oh, it's a 10?
0 is 10.
Oh, well, that means
shit,
that I did
okay.
10 more damage to that the thing that
What?
I cut its arm
Really?
off.
Okay,
It's fine. We can keep it.
No,
I
I'll
think
do it.
this
I'll
is,
add it. I'll add it.
It's 31
31?
defense. Nice.
Dan,
Jesus.
0 is 10, right?
And also, yeah.
All right. So that beam rifle, it ricochets right off that plasma film. It goes through 4 buildings.
Whoa, nice job.
And after 300 people have surely just been obliterated, I go,
Yeah.
yes!
Yeah. And that movement, it causes your mech to dissipate all the plasma that hit your shield, and now it's spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
Landing on the ground, melting fire hydrants and light posts and stuff.
We did it!
How many times do we see the same shot of people on the ground running away from the...
Yeah.
It's one's mirrored and
Oh,
then...
15.
Okay,
You see
all
them
right.
15 times each.
Teacher never said this would feel so fun.
All right, Suit 3, who
Cut to us.
Pumpus, you attacked, right? It dislodges itself from your massive sword and tries to back away and take a swing at you with its double heat axes.
Oh, fuck.
5D there. What do you got in defense?
I just got thrusters. Just
Thrusters?
simple thrusters.
Two-
keep
two
me,
die?
keep me quick and agile.
Simple thrusters.
Remember when he was saying earlier about how much thought we put into all this?
Do they have a name?
Thrusters.
Yeah, what, it's,
Yeah,
I mean,
thrusters.
technically it's thrusters, but
two
there must be
syllables.
some sort of cool name
Is
that
there
you
at
got
least
for it.
a company, a corporation that manufactures them? Like it's.
Ooh, I rolled
Yeah,
pretty
it's like
bad, so-
Guang.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's
it's like a
Chinese.
Chinese,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Guangzhong McCarthy.
Yeah, that's
13. 13.
13? All right. Well, you thrust back at the perfect time, completely dodged the double heat axe.
Perfect dodge. Does it go slow motion?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what does the pilot say in this moment?
He says,
Nani? Simple thrusters?
You should have known I was a master of Aikido.
Are those Guan Yi thrusters? How could a child have his hands on Guan Yi thrusters? It couldn't be Guan Yi technology. That's been gone since the old war.
all right.
And then you say something, but your comms are off accidentally.
Yeah. No one hears it.
Nobody hears anything. Yeah, is Pumpus muted? I think he's muted.
And you're going like,
So suit 2, it got its arm chopped off. It stumbles away. That's a lot of damage. You know what? I'll even say it lost its defensive thing because it had a shield.
Oh yeah?
So it had a shield in its left arm that's now completely severed. So it's just gonna drop down its shoulder Gatling gun and just take aim at Sturm and the Z-Beast Gladysant, and it's gonna fire. All right. So, oh boy, I got 5 Ds here for shoulder Gatling gun.
That sounds like
shoulder Gatling gun. I knew we were gonna sound like
Shoulder Gatling gun.
we're gonna sound like little children
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this game. I got 12.
All right, 12 total.
Yeah.
All right.
It was bad. It was a bad roll.
Sturm sees the gun come down, and he goes, take your best shot against my sonic purge. And then the sonic emitters open up, basically like vent shafts around
this
the back
blue
of it,
glow.
and it creates like almost like a base, like a like when a car goes by.
It's got like that heat kind of.
But it has
wave,
enough energy that it can deflect and destroy incoming attacks.
Wow, the people in the immediate vicinity of the Gladysant are melted by
Vaporized.
the intense sonic wave.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So
do pig.
those things pop open, but you see the vibrations dissipate or emanating from them, and as the bullets from the Gatling gun fly at you, they just get shaken off away from you.
And it's the same shot as the people on the
Oh,
ground running away.
Yeah, the bullets then
it's
fall
with the-
down
it's
and
with the-
land on the people.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's with the basketball audio.
Crushing them
So it's
instantly.
like,
Which doesn't happen in Gundam F91. A bullet casing lands on a mother's head and kills her.
Not even a scratch.
All right.
I did it. I
now-
saved the city.
All right, now retaliate. The
Can I
enemies have
retaliate?
moved. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so as it's
attacked
shooting,
at all.
I launch myself. I use a dash towards it, but I want to slip behind and I want to grapple. I want to do like a wrestling move.
Okay.
A
What's the wrestling
German
move called?
suplex.
German suplex.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's awesome. This is suit 2, which has 1 arm.
Good luck defending yourself from this.
No.
14, 18, 21.
All right. Tell us how you destroy this thing with a German suplex.
So basically, it's shooting and it's firing.
It's still
at me,
shooting as you
and
do
it's
this.
and it's the sonic purge is deflecting everything. and I say, by lowering your Gatling gun, you've left yourself wide open for my counterattack. And then I launch at him underneath the bullets, scooping behind. And because my blades can go in and out, so then it's just regular hands now, and then basically grab him, duck under, grab him, and then launch backwards with like thrusts and steam shooting out of my waist as it's happening.
Yeah, the
And
animators put a lot of money into
This
this.
is the shot.
One shot.
There's like a couple or whatever.
There's a lot of frames.
Yeah.
no,
and then
yeah.
and it also does like a swinging wide where you see like the other buildings in the foreground and you really see the scale of what this fight is.
Yeah.
And then pulls the robot over top, crashing it through a building and then smashing the upper cockpit of it into the ground such that its
What do you
feet
mean
are still
into a
going.
school?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what was there, but
and then it shows the same shot again of all the people.
yeah.
Yeah, as you do that, there is a shot of the inside the cockpit as it compresses and smashes the man inside.
And it smashes, and then Sturm stands above like that, and then they actually put in the sound effects of like people cheering, like
yeah. After you do that, there's a big like steam exhaust blast from the thing.
Yeah,
It's a cool
for
move.
sure. For sure.
All right, so that's 1. Suit 2 is dead.
Can I attack?
Yeah, of course.
I would love to.
There's really no method to the attack you're defending.
I know.
It's really arbitrary.
I'm realizing that now. I just gotta get my piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the situation of the remaining mechs?
So there's suit 3, which Pumpus has attacked. It's got a big gash.
Yeah.
And it's
Big gash.
it's got some big gash. And then suit 1, which you attacked, I think is.
It attacked me though.
It attacked you, so it's still in perfect shape
Okay.
right now.
I dash to the left with my hip thrusters firing. You can see there's sort of a booster affixed to this hip, and it just goes. And there's like a frame of stillness before I move.
yeah.
And the
Is it
ground.
blue flame?
Yes, obviously.
cool.
And the ground below and it kind of sputters for a second. And the ground where my feet were, just like shatters. And then end motion, I engage my Ember Cannon,
Ember Cannon.
which is a shoulder-mounted, like sort of magma like launcher. It's not fire, but it's something that's like it goes
Really useful for populated urban areas.
Yeah. All right. So you got that your
4.
ember cannon.
Yeah.
And then I've got a laser buckler. That's only
Got a laser.
I'm gonna die. No. I'm sorry.
Okay, not best.
It's also worth noting that the pilot of this mech, this is the mech 1, right? Is the same voice actor as as Pumpus.
Okay.
It's worth noting.
Well,
This is
you'll
just
do
like
the lineman.
Yeah.
I got 17.
17? Oh my god.
Okay, good. I truly don't know how this works.
Okay.
Jacob's rolling horribly over there. And I
Okay,
appreciate
well,
it.
this thing is still going to be kicking, but you fire your ember cannon
In motion. Off my shoulder.
The heat of it,
it's-
melts
it's-
the asphalt on the street.
It's a cannon that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have like a brief charge up animation?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go, okay, so
gathers energy in.
the blast from the ember cannon, it hits the upper chest of suit 1 and completely decimates most of the left side, melts part of the face. You can see the open cockpit where there's a little guy inside.
Nice.
What does he say? Voice actor?
No. How could it be? A simple student could
A
defeat
giant
us?
chunk of the top left of its body and head.
Yeah.
But it does still have 3 health left.
Wow.
So it's going to take 1 shot with its laser rifle. Just
This is my
wildly.
only chance!
Yeah, he's just eyeballing it too. He doesn't have a cockpit anymore.
He's just firing into the buildings around. Like,
Yeah.
If I don't make this shot, I'm dead for sure!
Sorry, beam rifle. I keep calling it a laser rifle. So he's going to shoot his beam rifle back at the Starcrest Mark IV.
Disagree. How does that?
Well, it gets 3. How much defense do you have? Do a defense roll.
Do I just do the inner plasma shell again?
Is that your defense thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, do that
Or
every
you could
time?
say like dot, like left, like you can make up a thing.
Yeah, you
Still
can make up
5
literally
tables.
anything you want.
So you have
Okay.
5 defense and... What's your health? Never mind, doesn't
my
matter.
spirit?
Don't worry about it.
Your health.
My health. I don't know.
It's whatever's left after your attack and defense mods.
Oh, nothing.
All right.
That's
then.
fine. That's you're an agile, you're destructive
I didn't
agile,
realize
you're
that.
glass
Glass
cannon,
cannon,
I didn't
yeah.
realize how that worked.
All right. So what do you do?
You
You can like make up defense stuff.
Well,
too.
I'm dashing as I have shot, and they take a strike at me. And just as they lunge, I engage. The hip thrusters point down, and my suit just like jumps.
Oh, then you're gonna become a squat little guy.
Does it do the thing where
Oh, you want me to do the goblin voice? Yeah.
we see a shot of your feet and they break down into the concrete?
Yeah, it cuts to below where a subway train, unaware
Oh
of
no!
thing above, pulls into the station, and
2
then
feet
2
just come
feet,
from the
yeah,
ceiling.
2
Yeah.
feet the size of warships, just
Yeah.
It cuts to like the
Slight-
guy driving the train.
This is how he drives trains, by the way.
it's a big bus wheel,
Yeah.
even though it's on a track, and then it just like the feet slam down, and then I shoot half a mile into the air.
Vaporizing anyone left alive in that subway station.
Yeah, well, also the thrusters are firing down into the hole.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
street.
yeah.
It's flames. It's an inferno down there.
32.
Okay.
Is that a different? Because your other one is the shield, right?
He said
Yeah.
use 5. That's
Okay,
different.
yeah. I'm just you have
Yeah.
to think of something with
This is
5
a
syllables to
defensive move,
describe
by
it.
the
Oh,
way.
with 5 syllables? Well, obviously it's a vertical hip leap.
You know what? Just because.
No,
this
wait,
move
no,
is-
I can do better than that.
Yeah.
Heavens.
I think Charlotte has more stuff than it. I think you. It's fine.
This
Yeah,
is
you
a
know
base
what?
move.
You know what? Since this like is such a cool move, and this guy's almost dead, what do you do after your half-mile leap into the air?
Oh, nice.
Well, first of all, it's called as above, so up.
okay. All right.
Cool. It's really cool.
Okay.
Haiku?
Purely in a flourish move, as I jump up, I'm like, this is even better than winning the debate club. And then I go,
From below, there's like a single, like a little glimmer before you descend straight down. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
And what do? You just slam into them?
I think you should foot stomp.
You should. Oh, foot first. Like heel
Wait, am I
first?
killing them?
Yeah, does it let you
You're
kill
getting a
them.
counterattack.
Oh, I
because
didn't
your roll was
realize
so
this for
good.
fun.
Yeah, I come straight down and then I like a diver, put my feet together and then put them straight
Oh,
into
like
the head
pencil.
of
Pencil.
yeah,
You wait
straight
till
into the
last
head of
second,
the
kick
mech.
through.
Just like well, the arms are up like this and then they go. And and it's just the feet cave in the head straight through into the cockpit, and they can see the exposed cockpit, and they can see him being crushed.
They see it. They see it. Yeah! It's like Wicked City. Just the most graphic. We realize we're not in a Gundam anime anymore.
And we're not the good guys.
You blast through this thing so fast, its arms are still in the air. Like you detach the arms completely, and then they fall limply to the
His
side.
comms are the last thing operational.
And you also go back into the subway.
There's another train.
Do you land in a cool pose with maybe one leg out like that as it's slowly splitting in the background?
I
and
land
it
like that
explodes?
as it slows down, ember cannon smoke pouring off the barrel.
Amazing.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that only leaves suit 3 with the double heat axes.
So much time and energy went into animating that shot.
It backed up the rest of the show.
And you hear over the open channel,
I shouldn't have underestimated these kids.
so suit 3, he's still near Pumpus and the, what the fuck was it called? Super Attack Unit A567 Re-Exploding Hearts Vert 2.0.
That's right. Yeah.
And he's going to take another swing at you with those axes. He leaps into the air to swing them straight down at you. Double heat axe. This is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one.
Can I?
You have to see what he does first before you can defend him.
Shit.
Uh-oh. Get his ass.
This might be it for me.
Okay, this is going to be 18.
18.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use my.
For double.
Can I try to?
heat
Can I
axes.
deflect with my sword? Can I like put my sword up to block the axes?
How many syllables is your deflection? Make something up.
2.
Well, you gotta be creative
Deflect.
about it.
Wait, you can just come up with any.
Apparently so.
He's giving us latitude.
Yeah, I just want this to be
Just
cool
say,
for
just
you.
say Christchurch deflection, and then you get 4.
Give it a shot.
I use my Guangyi thrusters.
it
Actually,
is.
they're on like a rail
Okay.
on my back, right? And they like they
slide out?
slide up into the sword, and I.
That's amazing.
So that's what's that? 5?
Cool. Yeah, sure.
5-ish.
Thruster,
four.
sword,
Oh,
deflect.
sword. Oh, Jesus.
That's 7.
Okay.
For my,
you know what?
for my father.
Deflection.
5 or 5?
Deflection 8.
I can do 5.
Do 7.
Okay, 7.
I don't even have
You know what?
enough
Happy
dice.
medium. Somewhere in there, a syllable gets lost. Do 6.
6. Perfect. 'Cause
I'm giving you a lot of
wait.
leeway.
In the Japanese translation, it's less syllables.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the English.
Yeah. Pretty good. 26.
26?
26.
Wow. So there's like this crazy moment where like the axe and the giant sword meet and the sparks are flying everywhere. Everything's shaking just from them pushing against each other with sheer force.
I guess you didn't know. I'm a bully.
Yeah. We should scream at each other at the same time.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
guy coming down with the axe, he's like, let's roll again.
Oh, shit.
Wow!
That's
Clash! Energy clash!
my
18.
God.
Oh, gee.
20?
20,
29.
38,
Yeah, this is
Christ.
huge.
37. I think it's 42.
Yeah, it's like a
42?
near
I
perfect
think it's
roll.
42.
Like a near perfect roll.
All right.
I have 2 10s, 3 9s.
So we're back from commercial break.
And a
We're
fi-
screaming.
Yeah.
And then, what do you say? Say something cool.
Despite all of this, I'm still afraid. And I piss myself, but also,
You don't realize my fear is my greatest strength.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But also the intake valves in your cockpit take in the piss.
Yeah, it's
that-
like, even though I just pissed myself,
Turbocharges it.
no one's ever gonna know.
The sword takes on a yellow hue.
I've turned my fear into my weapon.
We come back from commercial break. You say that, and your sword slices through both axes and bisects suit number
Yeah.
2.
Does it change color first?
It does change color to piss yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I take a moment in the horror of what you're really disconnected from it, being
Yeah.
a robot, but I see that I've cut a man in half.
You see him right there in the middle, like,
And I for a
You would
moment,
too.
then I there's like a chemical that they have in these suits that injects to make
Yeah.
you soft and docile, and I get shot with
Oh,
that.
And then you go,
And then I'm fine.
so you bisect that suit, and both pieces just fall over to the side. Your sword also chopped 3 buses in half.
Ooh, wow.
Are they on top of each other? It's just-
No, they're in a row, like
Yeah,
an evil
perfect
Knievel
row.
situation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On top of
Ah, right.
Oh, that's my name actually. Is Evil Knievel.
Oh, he changed his name.
From Pumpus Porpoise to Evil
Yeah.
Knievel. All right. So you stand above just the wreckage of 3
enemy mech suits, enemy hard bodies. You are victorious in your first battle.
I open my cockpit. And
Oh yeah, the tummy of your hard body opens up.
The tummy of my hard body opens up, and I am sweaty.
Can we?
Yeah. And you're just doing your own thing, and then when you pan over, you get a mortified look because you see that we are also out of our cockpit.
Yeah.
And then we go. That was too easy.
Oh, there is a survivor in one of the cockpits. The one that got German.
Oh,
soup.
okay. I thought you were
okay,
gonna say in the
yeah.
city.
Okay.
I
They're
was
like
no
they have
way.
like they're dying. This lady's
Okay,
dying.
I rip open their
How do you
cockpit.
get down from your cockpit?
No, you're still.
Oh,
in
I'm
the
still
mech,
in the.
yeah.
I'm still
Oh,
in
I'm
the
sorry,
mech,
yeah.
but my cockpit is open,
Yeah.
so it's.
You see
Yes.
her. They're like.
Yeah.
She says, "You will never defeat President Hogwood."
President Hogwood.
President Hogwood. The name sounds so familiar.
It's like that time, and then it cuts to us playing basketball.
But we're at a summer camp
Yeah.
by the lake.
Still playing basketball though. And
yeah.
you're in a swimsuit, and we're looking on, and then
Splashing at each other.
Yeah, it's the beach episode is next.
But then we see that there's a child left out, and he's got a name tag that says President Hogwood, President.
yeah. And it shows me like giving him a wedgie.
Yeah.
And then shoving his face, and it's really mean.
Hold on, would this
like it's
imply
not
that
fun
President
anymore.
Hogwood is 17 years old or whatever?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't President Hogwood be the camp running the camp?
I didn't write this. Jacob wrote it.
Well,
didn't
we
write
just
that.
wrote it.
There's another one of.
President Hogwood is a grizzled old man.
There you go.
Okay, fine. It's a grizzled old man that
Yeah.
Patrick's
I'm still
just-
bullying him.
He's got his cane and he's watching us play in the background.
Pumper is shooting him point blank in the
Yeah.
forehead with a paintball gun.
Is he one of those awful like pervert old men from anime?
No, we're gonna
No.
realize that we were prepared for this from birth. We were chosen, genetically modified to be the greatest pilots we could ever be, but we don't realize that. Our
you,
fate was predetermined
So
by
you
this
hear
monster.
a communication comes in your cockpits. A screen pops up on the side panel.
Wait, sorry. Do we know? Does that name ring a bell to us?
It's the leader of the asteroid reclamation party. And he's very strong.
They are the ARP.
Yeah.
Active Asteroid Reclamation Party.
He's so old, but so well taken.
Hold on, let me pull down my view screen.
You see a grizzled man in an officer uniform appear on the screen.
I'll pull mine up too.
A guy in an
I have
officer
throat
uniform.
control, so I.
Aren't you 16?
You need to unmute.
No, yeah, but
I'm speaking into the microphone.
So the grizzled old man in the officer uniform pops up. And he says,
Greetings, young pilots. This is General Guccioloni on the flagship MCS Omelet Old Fashioned.
references.
Nice.
Report to orbit for repairs at your next assignment. I'm afraid your piloting abilities are about to be truly tested.
Aye, sir.
Another test?
Yeah.
Come on, give me a break.
a thing opens up, a panel opens up under the school, which swallows up the entire building. And a rocket ship comes out. Whoa. 3 slots for hard bodies to get into.
Do we like thrust into them, or is
Good,
it?
I guess.
I mean, what's
like
the
a
coolest?
guide?
Yeah.
Is the slot for ZB's Gladysant still a little too?
It's very small.
And so then it's now it's like
Yeah, it's all jammed and sparks are flying off as it grinds against it and stuff.
just keep happening.
So you all slot in.
I don't walk anywhere. I just dash, and I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, so you all get in the rocket.
I navigate to the rocket.
Yeah, I would say Charlotte's mech use this to reveal the slot.
It's got to be under here somewhere.
Yeah,
Like fishing around for keys under a wheel
Slots
well.
responding.
All right. The rocket flies up into space.
The rocket says,
Right, rocket. It lands in the. The rocket lands in this cool spaceship.
Okay,
Omelet Old Fashioned. I was really just tossing down lots of references here.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then this man that you just saw on the screens, he comes to meet you in the hangar with some mechanics and stuff. You all come down from your ladders as the mechanics get to fixing your mechs from any damage they might have taken.
Mine didn't take any damage. Shouldn't take very long.
I guess that's true.
mine's also fine.
All right.
Did I take any damage?
I don't think so,
I
actually.
don't think any of us took any damage.
They were
right.
recharging
I
our
think I did
batteries
take,
or whatever.
I think I did take 3 damage.
Oh, okay, so
Or-
they fixed some of that.
No, I didn't. Never mind.
I would say that's impossible because you apparently have no health.
Yeah.
We're
They're,
good.
they're tuning it up. They're just tuning it
Yeah,
up.
they just
Refilling
plug
the
a
fuel.
plug into a thing
Yeah.
or whatever.
Exactly.
So Gucciolone shows up there and he says,
There's no time for a break, pilots. President Hogwood himself has arrived on his own personal hardbody to destroy the Moon City down below. He refuses to suffer defeat at the hands of snotty, dirty little teenagers.
Aren't we ever gonna get a break?
It's true, I could catch up on my studies.
There's no time! Don't you get it? President Hogwood is here, and he wants to destroy our moon colony or whatever.
So let him destroy it. What if the moon colony, what have they ever done for us?
well, good thing you all are down there to protect it. What, like the school, a bunch of buildings, 2 subways, a bunch of buses.
I mean, most of the subway tunnels are fine. It's just the station.
Yeah, just that one spot.
We're the only thing standing between President Hogwood and total annihilation. What does it take for you to realize that?
And he must be right.
And you see
I'm so
tears.
afraid.
This is the first time you've ever seen vulnerability.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see tears welling in my eyes as I'm trying to
Little
convince you
piano
this
starts
is,
playing,
this is
too.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big moment.
And I turn away.
I know he's right, but I don't want to die.
And then I say, why are they cupping each other again?
Then the camera pans down.
All right, so it didn't take long for the engineers to fix up the mechs because they didn't really take any damage in the first place. All right,
You're
so
too scared to do this.
General Gucciolone, he watches you all ascend back into your mechs. He salutes to you, says, "Get to your hard bodies on the slingshots and prepare for launch. Good luck, kiddies."
Ooh, kitties.
Yeah.
Who you calling kitties?
I'm older
You
than
sold
you.
son of a bitch.
yeah,
twice your size.
Sturm is actively trying to get a kidney stone out.
Yeah.
So you walk your mechs out to the slingshot. They're called catapults in Gundam, but I'm just copying them. So you go out there, position your little mech feet, your hard body feet on these things. They get locked into place by some little claws.
Yep.
And you hear they get kind of pulled back a little bit. Bunch of steam. You drop your goggles down.
Do our flaps or whatever?
Yeah.
all-
All your flaps open up and start thrusting.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a big like, hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So this is very important that you all land this with the names of your things. So one at a time.
It went from Gundam to real steel.
Yeah.
By choosing Akadaka.
So it's very important to nail this. So you're gonna say your name, your mech name, go, and then
Okay.
you launch. So let's start with
say our own name like
Starcrest
Pokemon?
Mark IV. Yeah, you say like
We're like
Jake
we're
Colton,
signing
Gundam.
in, right?
Yep.
go.
Exxon Valdez, piloting Starcrest Mark IV. Go!
Pumpus Parvus, piloting Super Attack Unit A567, re-exploding Heartspur 2.0. Go!
Sturm D. Ruger, piloting Z Beast Gladysant Gundam, go!
You had Gundam in your mech name. That's cool.
Are they gonna sue us? No.
I like the idea of Sturm's
They
neck
need
is
to
so
sponsor.
big that the slingshot is lurching. Just like,
It pulls your feet forward. You're kind of like dangling back. Throws you out into space. All right, so that happens. Cool music is playing.
Pass out from the G-force.
he's not gonna be there.
And then
Sturm's
suddenly,
mech just catapults out into space.
so you fly out into space towards a dark shape. Rising up in front of you. And what you see before you, it looks like basically the head of a giant hard body with 2 just hands floating next to it. Kind of like, think like Andros from Star Fox or something.
Yeah.
Uncle
That
Andros.
rises up in front of you, and then your screens turn back. Oh, I forgot I had a prop for this.
Oh wow.
I don't know if this is gonna fit on my head.
Wow.
I can't see. Do I look cool?
Yeah, it's
So cool.
It's perfect.
Cool.
Thanks. Okay. So
It's the T-shirt that makes it.
And the goat.
Yeah.
The goatee.
And the fact that it's not
crooked,
Like,
yeah.
it's not
how's that?
The nose piece is
Yeah, it's good. You got it. You
Crooked?
nailed it.
Okay. You know what? Okay.
It's cool.
So
it's cool.
Yeah.
It's very
a guy in a white mask. A guy with a white mask and like a bushy gray beard pops up on your screen, and he says to you all,
Ah, these must be the teenagers that were sent to defeat me. It shouldn't be a surprise that the moon cities are sending children to fight their battles for them.
I flick open my communicator and say, I'll have you know I've reached full sexual maturity.
right? Can we get a blood spray out of one of your noses?
yeah. So a little comes out of Hogwarts-ness.
And he
I say,
says-
children, I'll show you children.
and he says, he says,
I am President Hogwood of the Asteroid Reclamation Party, and I hate teenagers!
and his thing
no.
does a cool like pose with his big hands.
Scooby-Doo rules.
He also
Yeah.
has a big mouth too. It goes ah. One of those hands, it has little guns at the ends of each of its fingers. Wow. It's going to
What?
point those guns at
They're Glocks.
each of you
Okay.
and do some defense rolls real quick.
Yep. Sonic Purge! 20?
Okay. I rolled a 15.
Ha!
What the rest of you get?
We're bad at math, so we're doing it one at a time.
Maths.
19.
19.
Ooh.
19.
So it did 29 damage.
Ooh.
So whatever difference is there, take that away from your health.
Okay.
Let's figure out your health thing right now.
Oh, yeah. My health is 4d10.
Yeah.
So 40.
So what are your weapons, Charlotte? What's your attack and defense?
I
things?
have 4D and 2D for offensive mods and 5D for defensive.
We all took how much damage?
29 minus
10
the
each.
defense you got.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Charlotte, let's just give you 40 health. Let's give you 40 health.
Okay.
Just for the sake of getting into it.
Should I sacrifice any of my weapons?
No, you can just take the
All
damage.
right.
Yeah, so subtract whatever your
I'm
roll was from
remembering.
29.
Yeah, I'm remembering my tennis classes because I'm a tennis star, and I'm like,
I see,
it's
I
all
see.
about the footwork, even though I'm completely disconnected from the ground, and I use that to mitigate.
And they show you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh my god.
She's
So-
15, Patrick.
What the fuck?
So
So okay, so
the president has attacked you with his hyperlight finger gun. What happens now? Your turn. I will say, this all is controlled from the head, just letting you know.
Yeah,
the hands
yeah.
are weak, but it's all controlled from the head.
Gotcha. Sturm says, finally, a fight worth fighting, and then decides to charge at the hands. blades,
All right.
blades drawn. Faustian Lancers!
That's so cool.
And
Every
then
time.
26.
26?
26.
All right. You destroy the left hand. How do you do it?
Hey,
It's still got like some steam coming out of its like fingers from the shot it fired.
Yeah, yeah. So as he's so confident, he fires the lasers at us, but we obviously mitigate most of the damage. He thought he would destroy us, but as the smoke clears, he already sees Sturm in the Z-Beast Gladysant shooting through, and he's already like that. Basically launches through the palm of one of the hands and shoots out the backside, and then turns around and then does like this thing, and then that's when the
It does like a bunch of those black and white flash frames.
Yeah, yeah,
before it then
yeah.
explodes. into a bunch
exactly.
of
It looks like
fragments.
ink.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
They spent a lot of money
you
on
just
this.
continue on into the depths of space
Yeah.
forever.
So that rocks.
I do something.
All right. Starcrest Mark IV, what happens?
I dodge straight towards the head and engage my beam glaive.
Ooh, your beam glaive. We haven't seen that yet.
It comes as a handle out, but when engaged, the staff and glaive expands
hell
out of
yeah.
the end.
Oh,
Hell
And
yeah.
I
there's like
love
a-
this.
And like it's like my hand is rotating on the wrist. So it's
Also, just like a helicopter?
yeah, I use the beam glaive and I go straight for its fucking eye.
All right, you go for the eye, huh?
With my Guang Yi beam glaive, I get a 15. It's not a bad roll actually for 2.
It's okay.
All right,
okay.
the beam glaive harmlessly bounces off President Hogwarts' face.
not beam blade.
And I go, but my studies never prepared me for failure.
All of your calculations.
I will say,
I come up behind you and I
what are you
and
doing?
I'd say,
He's giving me a no.
he did it better. He did it better.
But the sound is like,
Yeah.
You were very close though, so I wouldn't give up on that beam
do I do
glaive.
any emotional damage?
President Hogwood is like, "Ugh."
Yeah, I think, okay, that's all I needed.
Okay, good.
All right, anyone else?
Because I was giving. What's your name?
Starcrest?
Because I
Or
was
Exxon Valdez.
either way. Yeah. Because I was giving the noogie, I go, my turn, and I throw her aside, and
I'm
engage my
spinning in
thrusters.
cockpit.
And I go, I used to be a coward, but not anymore. Not, something along those lines.
Yeah, yeah.
You're still
yeah,
muted.
nice.
And I
You have
ignite.
to monologue for 3 episodes.
Yeah. I ignite my laser sword, and I go, this is for. Did I lose anyone?
Titan? The
Titan.
city?
Titan.
Or for your dad who left?
This is for Titan! And I engage my thrusters to give me a boost as it.
As he's launching in, Sturm sees and he goes,
He's so brave!
Wow.
And I go straight for the, like right here between the eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Between the eyes.
So what's your roll here?
You mean the
5.
taint?
The taint.
5?
I go straight for the
Yeah.
taint.
Yeah, what's your attack called again?
Massive laser sword, offensive maneuver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're using the Guanyi thrusters.
Yeah, and that and a. Hang on.
It's a lot of counting in this game. Syllables,
This is
numbers.
2,
Actually,
5,
somehow lower than what I
6.
just did, I think.
It's like 12. Yeah, it's very bad.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. So your massive sword, it collides with the particle shield and freezes just feet away from the thing's face. And it's
Oh,
still
shit.
there. Are you
I
screaming?
didn't think about that.
Are you like, ah! Fuck! The momentum is still there, though.
Can I engage my thrusters to give me a little extra boost into it?
Sure. Why not? How much did you get from your Guanyi thrusters?
20.
20?
Yeah.
Good lord. All right.
Just kind of bump into it.
So give us a scream as you're pushing your sword against the shield. You see energy resonating away from the impact point, and then eventually it cracks through and like just chips into the face of this thing, doing 10 damage.
Oh, not bad.
Which is a still frame with like little particles kind of.
Yeah, so you have broken
Floating
the
away.
shield. And you know what? I'll take a couple of die off that shield. Let's just say it's broken forever now.
Wow, nice job.
Okay, so President Hogwood, he is going to do a giant hand swat
No.
at the hard body right on his nose.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Like a little bug.
Swat.
Little mosquito.
So, 19. What do you have?
I can only
My
assume-
Guanyi thrusters. 17?
Okay, so you are so ecstatic about impacting the face. And then
Yes, I've done it!
in your left monitor, you see a giant hand just coming towards you. And then a massive impact just knocks you to the left.
Does he? So it goes like this. Okay, because I thought if it was like this, he would cause damage. To
No, it's just like a,
himself. Okay.
get out of
Is
here.
that 2 damage? Or?
Yeah, just 2. Did I say 3? Whatever, put 2.
Papas! Hogwood, now you've done it!
I dash
floating
and
through
I
space.
dash and I stop him.
Yeah.
Tumbling infinitely into
Yeah,
space.
and then he gives me a noogie again.
Yeah.
Hogwood does give it a laugh. He says,
I'll make you pay for that.
You can't defeat me. I have idealistic plans, but use unethical means to achieve them.
It's like Magneto.
You won't get away with this.
We use unethical means to maintain the status quo, and that is good, and that is right.
That's right, we're neocons.
you get a communication from General Guccioloni. He says,
Sturm, your package is on its way.
Perfect timing. You hurt my friends. It's the first time I've ever admitted to that being the case.
And I'm not happy about that.
And I'll make you pay. So then a rocket sends in a new weapon for me.
you see that glint in the stars?
Yeah.
And this thing goes,
But then it just shoots right into my hand,
Yeah.
and it's a two-handed sledgehammer with energy emanating out the sides. And I go, Hogwood, feel the pain of my Argonaut hammer!
cool.
So what is that? Argonaut
Argonaut
hammer.
hammer.
5, yeah. I'm really picturing like a big swing and just like a slam to the side of the head.
Yeah,
However
yeah.
you want to do
Does
it.
it
Yeah,
have,
that sounds
does it have
good.
Yeah.
impulse thrusters on it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
back of
thrusters
it,
on the hammer.
rocket
Yeah.
makes it come down.
So you do a big old spinning move.
Crit miss. No.
Oh,
All
All
zeros.
zeros, yeah.
33.
33.
We can say that sacrificed some of my health though, too, because I got some extra syllables there.
Oh yeah, let's say it just like just the front.
Overheated the power
so
pack.
take like
bounces
10
back
damage
off.
or
All
something
right,
just from
okay.
the huge impact. But you see like it's pulled back, your tiny little mech does this spin, but the hammer hits so hard, it completely caves in one side of the giant head.
Can it hit but it's still holding there, and then the thrusters go blue?
Yeah.
And then that pushes the hammer even more into the side of the head.
And then it pulls back to see the whole head just get like rocked sideways. And like it's like whole left side of its face is just smashed into
Yeah.
pieces.
There's a low animation like quality of the face with just like the blue kind of like forehead and just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then the power of the thing, it completely dislodges my arm.
Yeah, it just takes it all
It
off.
just completely
Yeah.
shreds it.
You hear Hogwood just like,
Damn you, teenagers! I shall win and establish a regime without teenagers!
So that's his goal.
World without teenagers.
To kill all teenagers. You're gonna be fine.
All right, so you did a lot of damage right there, and he's just gonna like wildly just start shooting with his finger guns, just at everybody.
He's only got one hand though, right?
One hand.
Okay.
So everybody make another defensive roll. He's just gonna start spraying and praying.
30.
Hyper light
37?
finger guns.
Safe to say,
You're fine.
you navigated the lasers. You're dancing on
19.
the beams.
Yeah.
19?
And I'm,
19.
I'm moving as I would on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we did that time.
Okay, I did 26.
Oof.
I'm doing a backflip and I get nailed in the ankle and kind of drift off.
Yeah, let's say one of those passes through the cockpit and burns you a little bit.
I sonic purge, but I still take 10 damage.
Oh wow.
You
So
said
just a
how much
bunch
you
of
say?
lasers.
26?
Yeah, 26.
Yeah,
So 16 damage.
I did
26.
Or 10 damage, like you said.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys get extreme defensive measures and also still have health?
I couldn't defend because I
Had I known that
lost
we can
mobility.
do anything we want.
All right,
That's not
lasted-
anything. I'm playing by the rules.
No, you
here.
are. You are.
I'm playing by the rules.
You really overloaded those shots of the last hyperlight finger guns, and the hand is just like in flames.
Oh.
And just falling apart into pieces. What happens next?
I'm worthless on my own.
I'm doing fine, but if you want to help, that would be okay too.
Well, you don't have the power to defeat him.
Yeah.
Right?
That is
And
true.
he doesn't have the courage.
That's right.
And
I was gonna say. I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I could stand on my own, but and because I don't think highly of these people, but well, I do now. Actually, that's also part of my arc, because I do now. But I think we need to join together. Together we can be stronger and defeat General.
I won't.
Hogwood.
Yeah.
President Hogwood.
President.
I won't join forces with a disgusting boy.
How else are we gonna defeat the President Hog, the Hog President?
Fine. But you owe me, and now it's like weirdly like flirty, and there's no basis for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you have to take me for a milkshake. If I tap into my
You're now a fatherly figure, kind of.
yeah, well, it's because he hasn't shaved in 2 hours.
Right. So he's got a full.
Yeah.
If I overload my fission exchange, we can supercharge our weapons.
Well, don't we become one thing?
Oh, it's
That's
not a
what you-
Voltron thing, though. It's just working
Yeah,
together.
just working together.
Oh,
I
never
mean, you
mind.
could make up,
My bad,
but you got to
my
make up a cool word though with a bunch of syllables.
Vesper chimeral volcantic hyperamitis.
Maneuver.
I know you all have to say it at the same time.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Hold
Is it
on,
gonna
we have
do?
to-
It's gonna
gonna
do
do
a
like, yeah.
3 cross, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
We're gonna see each
I
face.
open a chamber that houses my fission exchange core reactor.
And it's panties too. We see it's panties.
It happens to look like
it-
panties. There is a little bow
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the front of it.
Yeah,
Looks like a whale tail.
Is it too late to introduce an old man who's like this tall and he looks like a flea come to life and he wears like a bandit thing under his nose and he's always stealing Exxon panties? Is that too
Sure.
late? Can we
No,
do
no,
that?
that guy
Let's go
shows
back
up.
and add him in.
He shows up.
He's
steals
also
the pins.
now we also see him in the basketball flashback. and the
Yeah,
camp
he's
flashback.
all over. He's a regular nuisance. Yeah.
Yikes! Christ.
He's the
Okay.
person watching the show.
Yeah.
Now you got to nail this.
All right.
You all combine together.
So
You got to
what-
say this at the
what's
same
the
time.
verbiage? Do we do
I think
engage or
You say
2. Wait.
you say on 3.
And we're in a huddle.
Yeah.
Visually a huddle,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're also miles apart in
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Is it-
So you go on.
Start.
3.
Okay, I've opened up and I've revealed the cutest little reactor. It's so delicate. It's got birds and flowers on it. And I go, okay, now, before it becomes unstable.
You want me to count you in? 1, 2, 3.
Go teams!
1, 2.
3!
Vesper chimeral volcantic hypermitis maneuver.
This is the biggest laser ever. Shoots out. This thing I get, whatever it is.
I mean, I think I take my sword and put it in the air.
I
and
take
then-
my
Yeah.
glaive and I connect it to the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my my broken arm chainsaw
Cool.
is
It's all,
vibrating.
it's all melee weapons. It's cool.
Yeah, and like,
but they all form an energy together.
Yeah.
Strands of energy pouring out of the core, wrapping around.
Ropes.
They spiral like a
Ropes.
triple helix.
So
Yeah,
it
it's
all,
ropes of energy.
Yeah,
of
ropes.
energy.
Yeah,
You start throwing ropes.
spraying over everything.
Yeah, so that
He'll never be able to handle our combined load.
so the big laser, it impacts just right in the nose. Big goofy head.
Well, it's like 3 really powerful beams, and then a few
And then they
kinda-
Swirl together
Become
into one.
entwined like a Twizzler.
Yeah.
and then the beams just kind of start dripping out the end.
No, they don't have to do that. They don't
Okay.
have to
Another,
do that.
just one goes right over his
Yeah,
eye.
it's kind of a.
My
all that-
machine is overheating.
Ribbons of power.
So all that hits the face of this thing right in the nose, and it like stops and starts shaking. You know, it's anime.
Yeah.
So the impact happens, and it shows Casper, or not Casper. It's not the same guy. President Hogwood. Is in there. He's like,
Damn you, teenagers! Nobody defeats President Hogwarts!
then he goes all white, and his face stretches out.
Yeah.
And then he gets disintegrated, and the face explodes, and the whole thing blows up to a million pieces, and it goes right out the back. You see the dome come off.
Nice.
Wow, which
Nice.
city on the planet does the debris destroy?
Well, the head it lands on the orphanage.
Oh,
okay.
The orphanage city?
Yeah, the hands that lands on the zoo, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
And so you just blow the hell out of this thing, and then it cuts immediately to the beach episode. Hey! You see your Max just like sitting on the beach.
Wait, shouldn't
cockpit's
one of us
open.
say something cool? Like,
Cooler
yeah,
than what
Sturm?
you just said.
Yeah, what was better than that?
just a
I feel
little
like
quip,
I feel like
a
you
little
would do
quip.
that, and then it would be a beam that would go white, and then you'd see the bits and pieces of he just slowly disintegrates into white, right?
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
like nothing left.
I feel like there could be a
And then
quip
you-
as it pans to the stars.
Well, I would say it'd go full white, and then you'd hear the sound of the ocean come back from white, sky, pan down, and
Yeah.
now we're on the beach.
And our
Ukulele
bathing
music.
suits are the same
Yeah.
colors as our Max.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting cross-legged, meditating or whatever, or doing something very stoic.
Your hard body sitting behind you in the same pose.
And then
Yes, yeah.
Exxon is sitting there doing something or whatever, and they gets beamed by a beach ball, whips over. Who's done it?
Oh, it's really hard.
It's Pumpus.
It's really hard.
Oh.
It's a volleyball,
I filled it with
yeah.
sand.
It's a bocce ball.
embarrassed, and then the two of you are running back and forth like Looney Tunes characters in front of Sturm.
Oh, and I get my hands on you.
Kicking up sand on him.
Oh, a turtle jumped up and bit Exxon's bathing suit.
Oh no!
Oh no! And then we pan up, and then there's that old man who's got the bandage tied under his nose.
And he says, "You
watching
did it,
on.
teenagers."
Yeah.
He's going through Exxon's.
I've always had faith in teenagers.
And then I say, a geriatric man, quick to battle station.
And then the last shot is a splash shot of all of us chasing after the old man who's running away with panties.
Oh, then the credits roll.
Yep.
Good work, everybody.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank
That
you,
was
Jacob.
amazing as hell.
OVA.
Yeah.
I want to watch this.
That was
great.
I did get
Animated.
tripped
Yeah.
up on
Pretty good
Hypermedes.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
tough
that's
one.
tough.
Hyperamedes.
I mean, that was great delivery. I say, people in subreddit, get started on animating that whole thing.
Yep.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, as described, it's very little animation.
You don't
Yeah.
need
There's
it.
only two or three shots that require
there's a
animation.
lot of-
The rest are just stills.
If you
a
have
drawing.
A lot of corners to cut.
If you have a lead on like a Southeast Asian animation house that will not charge enough or pay enough to its employees, that would probably be ideal.
Great.
All right, well, thanks for watching Must Be Dice, everybody. Thank you for joining me, pilots.
Thank you, Jacob. Great job.
I did it. My
You did a
first
great
DM.
job. You killed it.
Yay!
To Jacob!
Now I need
To Jacob.
To Jacob!
To Jacob. Well, thank you, Funhouse members. Your support makes shows like this possible. To keep your eyes peeled for 2 more special episodes of Must Be Dice coming up soon.